I am fully convinced the next Sims pack is coming with fairies. If I am wrong, then I am a massive clown, but they have been teasing us and taunting us. I feel like based on all the hints they've been giving, there's no way that it doesn't come with fairies. But the big reveal trailer comes out tomorrow. We're finally gonna see stuff from Enchanted by Nature for the first time. And this video is me clowning about the trailer. So I've got this fairy sim that I made, and she's not actually a fairy. She's a spellcaster wearing a fairy Halloween costume from the Spooky Stuff pack, but it's like good enough for now. And what I want to do is try to build like a little fairy cottage type of house, but like a proper fairy cottage. And I'm not really sure if I want to build it here, but here's the thing. If I build it here, it's like playable. You can actually use it on this lot. It would be a perfectly normal house. But if I build it in here, inside of this tree, and we go to the secret lot, it would look more like a fairy cottage. So I'm gonna teach you how to get into this area. You have to view the tree a few times, then you have to water the tree, then you can start chatting about the tree's roots, complimenting it on its leaves. And if you try hard enough, you unlock the option to explore. It like opens up a doorway. And this little tree adventure is the closest we're gonna get to a fairy realm right now. I'm going to travel to Sylvan Glade. And this is what it looks like. Do you see what I mean by secret fairy realm? And you can't technically build here. You can see how it's grayed out. It says the lot is not editable. But with cheats, you can. You can type bb.enable free build, and this opens up free build mode, and there's like a teeny tiny little lot on this area, and you can build here. This is one of the smallest lots in the game. It's only 10 by 15. And again, you can't actually live here or like move here, but you could just stay here and like have your sim never leave, which is what I'm gonna do. I don't even know, can you put it on the gallery? Oh, you can. Oh, even better. Does the lighting never change? I wonder if the location of the sun doesn't really move. Let me find out. Make it like evening time? Oh, the shadows never change. That's so strange. That's fine. I don't mind. I will take whatever I can get on this lot. Okay, and for the house itself, seriously, I cannot emphasize enough how small it's going to be. It's gonna be like true micro home energy on this little thing. I want it to be like a really pointy roof too. I don't know. It is like a little bit big, it having the second floor, but I think that it kind of needs it. This is gonna be one of the silliest things I have maybe ever done. Look, it's like the size of one bedroom upstairs. Should we put a chimney? Oh, I actually think the chimney kind of helps because it looks more like tall and skinny. Okay, let's try this. I don't know, it might be a bit weird, but no, it's too weird even for me. How does this look? Okay, I could see this as like a little teeny tiny fairy house. And we've given ourselves a little bit of extra space downstairs, which will also help. If we put white outside, like this is a white staircase, but it looks pink because the lighting in this world is so pink. I'm so glad I built it here. It would have been so much worse in Henford-on-Bagley. Okay, this cottage living stuff, it's kind of like whimsical, so I'll use that by the door. Same thing, like this door, perfect. The butterfly, the whimsy, it actually can't get better than that. It's the perfect door. I'm very interested in this butterfly window to put at the very top because it's kind of fairy wing vibe. I'm not sure if I should be using these windows. These ones are from Cottage Living. I could use them in like kind of a pretty pink color. It almost like hurts my eyes to look at it because the lighting is so weird. Everything's so glowy in this area. But the other thing that might work is the Realm of Magic windows because these are kind of funky and fairy-like as well. I just don't really know if I want those. I sort of feel like I am more so going for a fairy cottage kind of vibe, so I want to embrace the cottage thing. Okay, those are green. It looks yellow. It's so interesting. No, let's just try these like plain white windows. This will be fine like this. We could get like ivy going up the back of it. Maybe I'll make it even taller. Okay, actually pause for a second. What I'm gonna do first is get some debug landscaping, and then I'll put the foundation back afterward. I just don't want it to jump to the wrong height. I'm kind of thinking that for the landscaping out here, I might size it up a bunch. So we can do sort of similar stuff with like the pretty flowers that they have in this area, but we can scale it up because then it'll make the house look like it's smaller. I won't size it up a ton, but just a little bit. They already have some pretty big rocks, so we can just do a sort of similar thing here. Okay, maybe I'll put the staircase inside the house so I can just use it later. But see, we can put those big rocks, and then they have these flowers. Theirs are not as big as this. This is just like regular flowers. It's not even debug. But doesn't the scale kind of work? And then it just sort of gets bigger as it gets closer to the house. I love the pink and purple too. They're so cute. There's some kind of weird things like these. I don't really know if I want to use them or not. I'm gonna start with university debug because I want to get some of this stuff. And by the way, if we don't get more plants like this in this pack, I'm gonna be furious. I need more ivy for my Sims walls. I really feel like that's not too much to ask. Like, it's a very simple, very reasonable request, but we barely ever get anything like this. And if they're gonna make an enchanted by nature pack, I mean, come on. This is like the definition of enchanted by nature. I will say that the shade of green is like not really speaking to me. It looks a little bit different than I imagined that it would, but hopefully once we have some more stuff together, it'll come back and be fine. The color of it is just almost like, it's like dark right now. Oh, this is good. Look, this is like little wildflower type landscaping. We can scale that up. And you see how it like goes off lot a little bit, so it kind of helps blend everything in. These flowers are from Get Together. So we'll put these like all around the building. We need more of this kind of stuff too. This is like the exact thing I'm picturing for the Enchanted by Nature pack. Can I put a dormer up here myself? I don't know. Technically speaking, yes, but I don't like it. We could probably use one of the decorative dormers instead. It's just not as pointy, but I guess that doesn't really matter because it's pretty in pink still. We'll see. I was picturing this because it's kind of like a pinky purpley color already. And then like from Cottage Living, there's this little stone texture. We could probably put that around most of the outside. Maybe have a different stone color on the chimney. What happens if we put pink? Oh my gosh, the pink roof trim. Stop. That's so good. Is there a pink half wall trim? Please, please, please. No. Of course there isn't. Why would there be? That would just make too much sense. Okay, in Get Together Debug, there is a bush. This thing is the whole reason I got the foundation away. It's just so I'd be able to put this thing down. I just wanted a couple of those. And maybe I'll put like a small one by the front door. We do have this pink tree, so I could get another one of those too. There's an even bigger pink tree, and this one is like very fairy vibes, but it's not really something that matches the other trees in this part of the world, but I don't know if that matters too much. The wispiness is very fairy. Okay, I decided that yes, I am gonna use regular flowers too. I just wanna look at some of the stuff from Romantic Garden stuff now, because these things are so weird to me. Like that is so very much giving fairy vibes. These, by the way, are kind of purple. Not that you can tell, but they do have some purple to them. Maybe I should put the more purpley swatch. I actually prefer that, I think. Especially because so much of the other landscaping is pink. Like we have pink on the house, so we could get more purple stuff down here. Okay, if I put the foundation back, how does it look? I had it up like kind of tall, right? The Life and Death one actually works pretty well for this. Maybe I won't put it super tall, but just slightly. And then I had this staircase before. Okay, I'm kind of just trying to go wild and like put flowers everywhere. I also want to get some mushrooms out of Debug because I could just get like loads of them and put them in some of the open space. I'm basically filling the entire lot right now. There's not gonna be any room left over. But see, like that could line up on the side of the house in this open space, and then we can just get a couple little ones in these areas in the front. How does that feel? It's definitely a little bit excessive, but I think that's the vibes. So I'm gonna say that it's okay. They do have like this path. I just don't really know if I like it that much for here. It's kind of looking strange. I might just get a couple of these. So there's like a little tiny place to walk. Here's a light outside by the door. And then last thing, I promise, the actual last thing for outside. Oh, I forgot they have Realm of Magic like fancy mushrooms. Stop. Kayla, you gotta stop. I was talking about these. I was gonna get some like glowing orbs, but maybe I just stick to them all being pink. Does this kind of seem like there's tiny little fairies flying around out here? Because that's kind of what I want it to look like. This is just like a magic orb thing from Realm of Magic. I'm not really sure what it's actually supposed to be, but it works for me. Let's go inside. There's not that much inside, so I like this really light wood floor. We'll put that everywhere. I do think, unfortunately, we might not be able to have stairs. I really would like to have stairs. Like, I think that's my preference, is to have a staircase instead of just to have it be a ladder, but it just takes up so much of the room. Okay, hear me out about this wallpaper. I'm gonna try and do a little bit of a mixture of some pretty colorful wallpaper and also some stone. I also think I'm gonna do these like little floral curtains. Okay, so imagine that this part is the bathroom. I also think that maybe we could start trying to have like a slit. Oh dear. I don't know. Is that too far? It might be too far. Let's not do that. We can add some like subtle bits of pink here and there, but not everywhere. I think everywhere is too much. Everything is glowing. Oh my God, everything is glowing. Look at how cute that looks with the sink. Oh my gosh, it's perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect. I'm gonna use a little bit of stuff from the Country Kitchen kit. Okay, I put a couple like shelving cabinetry pieces over there. I'm not really sure how to go about doing a living room. I just don't really think that it's possible for it to be a living room in like the traditional sense of the word. I'm not gonna have like a coffee table and a couch sort of thing. I would still like to have maybe like a little fireplace. How about this? This is from the Paranormal Stuff pack. I kind of love that. I don't think any of the werewolves rugs, well, maybe this one. I wish this was not so big. This is its size down one. That feels like a reasonable size. The default size is enormous. Oh, hanging plant by the door. That's perfect. Can I use this bed? Oh, barely. It's gonna be a really tight fit. We'll come back to that. We'll discuss that further in a moment. I want this like really badly. Do you think it could be done with like a small window? I can just size this plant thing down. This is from Bella Goth's kit. And then I think I could probably just make it a bit bigger by adding a couple extra base game pictures into it. And then we kind of have what becomes like a cool gallery wall going up the whole space. I made it a little bit darker in here. Let me see if she can still get up. You wanna come go to sleep? Oh, she can still get up. Okay. Put these dried herbs on the wall. Oh, it's so cool. And then over here, I think this part should just be like a little dining room. I forgot they don't have a small table from this pack. There is a table, but it's like bar height instead. If I put a third chair, you shouldn't do that. Yeah, that looks so cool like that. Okay, and then they just get a small plant or something on the table, like some kind of set of pretty flowers. I think I'm gonna try another one of the small windows. This is only in the back, so like it's not perfect, but I think it's better for in the bathroom for it to be a little bit smaller. We have lots of things like magical toilets and stuff that we can put. Oh, that's quite whimsical too. I never used this Realm of Magic shower. I'm kind of excited about the chance to try it. And then upstairs, I don't really know how to do this. So she can get into the bed. We've established that that works fine. I know I'm gonna wanna have some more of these things around. I might use the same wallpaper upstairs everywhere, but on a lot of the walls. And I'm gonna look at Realm of Magic again because I wanna try to use like this stuff if we can. And there's fun things like these little potion cabinets. Wouldn't that be so cool to use? A typewriter, we could put that. I know this lamp kind of looks like it's magical because it's floating. This is the Green Lady's Lost Tome. That's magical too. Although maybe the open book is better. Maybe that makes more sense for what we're trying to do. Okay, in the Book Nook kit, there are like these little stacks of books that we can use. I'd like to get a few of these around. Try those fun Magic Realm posters. That's a hanging plant. That could go over there. This thing! Oh my god, it's like a little fairy house. I forgot about that. Should I use that upstairs too? Does it even fit anywhere upstairs? No, not really. I mean, you could maybe put it on top of the dresser or something if you really wanted to. It has like a little bit of a weird lighting to it, but I don't think that matters too much because it's so cute. And then last, we would just want to get some more artwork. I want it to kind of look like it's going up the stairs, you know, and the art just continues upward. Okay, I put like a fluffy rug underneath the bed, and I think the house might be done. I think it's ready. Oh no, I lied. Hold on, one more thing. Another one of these windows up here. Okay, I think the house might be done. This is a fun one. Obviously, it's very small, but how fun is it to imagine that we're actually making a fairy house? I really, really hope that they announce fairies tomorrow. In my mind, this is like the exact vibe of the pack. Like this kind of landscaping and stuff is what I want to see out of the pack. And I really hope that that's true because I would love to have more stuff like this. I'm also gonna post this on the gallery. This is weird because to use it obviously is kind of convoluted, but okay. It's uploaded in case you want to use it. And I think on that note, I'm probably gonna wrap the video up here. Let me know how you're feeling about the trailer in the comments down below. I am excited to like gossip and yap about the trailer or like yap about the pre-trailer because the trailer comes out tomorrow. Thank you for watching and I will catch you all then. Okay? Goodbye, everybody. Seriously, if it's not fairies, I'm gonna lose my mind. Everybody has been begging for this for years and years, and they've been hinting at it so much. Like, there's no way that it's not fairies, right?